Hi friends, joining me on a quick trach change. I know some of you have tuned in and watched me do a trach change before. I wanted to do another brief trach change. So I'm going to be deflating the cuff of the current trach that Abel has now. I like to give him some distractions, so that's what I do. I deflate the balloon, pull back and make sure that I have every last drop out of the trach. And then I go ahead and release my trach ties. Just a second here. Hi, baby. He just had his bath, so I wanted to do a trach change because my little sweetheart here pulled his trach out yesterday, and so I like to do a scheduled trach change after that. He was a little fussy yesterday, so I didn't want to do another trach change until I was ready to, until he wasn't super fussy. I have a distraction over here. I like to put one of his preferred toys to the side. This way he's not crying when I'm doing his trach change. And I go ahead and make sure that my circuit is going to be able to be reattached to the new trach after I insert it. And I will give him his toy and his preferred music and ambiance. And then I have my stuff to clean and dry the trach, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out the new trach. I have my new trach double checked for size and dipped in lube, so that's ready to go. I just do a little drop lube, this way he's not gagging later on today. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3, old trach out. We wipe. And I'm going to go ahead and put a new trach in. What you're probably not seeing is this metal piece comes out. That's what helps guide the trach in, and I reattach my circuit. I'm gonna let him catch his breath, but you're not seeing the ambu bag and oxygen that I have close by in the event that I needed to bag him or keep his airway safe. And I go ahead and let him catch his breath. He's pretty good for trach changes now. He used to be unstable. I've done trach changes where he's vomited. I've had to put trachs in quite a few times alone at home by myself. And then I just go ahead and clean and dry his neck pretty quickly because his trach ties get changed almost every single day, just to keep things nice and clean. And so his neck has no breakdown. If you can see from the side here, his neck looks pretty good. I'm gonna sit him up and reattach his trach ties. I have already inflated the balloon on his trach. So that is all set and secure, and then I secure the trach ties. I would show you the front of him and that he looks totally fine and cool. He is a little bit upset, but I do give him a quick suction after his trach change. And we use an inline catheter. Go ahead and cough, Abel. Boy, new to me. I keep a couple cc's in the cuff between 1 and 2. When we came home from the hospital, he had 3 cc's, and that looks about like this. That was in his trachea that helps hold the trach in place and provide a seal around the trachea and the trach tube. Now he has about between 1 to 2 cc's in the cuff. So I'll wrap him up because we don't have a diaper on yet. We're getting ready for our jammies. Yes, sir. And he's brushing his teeth. Good job, Bug. And here he is. This is the old trach. I like to go ahead and look on the inside, check out, see if we have, secretions that are stuck inside of there. And I sort of just look at overall how the trach looks when I pull it out, just because we're on a schedule of about every 2 weeks, or I change it as needed. People are on different schedules for their trach changes, and so I like to just kind of see where he's at, get a good baseline for him, and make sure that we're meeting his needs with how often that we're changing it. So like I said, we use an inline catheter for him. People use different things. What I mean by inline is, I know, baby, you're mad. You got a cough, huh? This here, bear with me, is an inline catheter here. And what we do is we leave it attached to his trach, and this way it is very clean to be able to go in and suction him. Instead of opening up his trach every single time and accessing every time he needs a suction. So thank you for joining us on our trach change. I'm going to soothe my baby, clean up our little mess here. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I hope that sort of helps see things. Abel gets pretty mad when his trach comes out, understandably so. He relies on it with ventilator support around the clock, so it's pretty significant for him to breathe. And I hope that you continue to follow our journey, and everybody have a safe weekend. Thanks.